Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by From Scratch.
Justin, when was the last time you made a fresh meal from scratch? I'm talking about ketchup, aioli, sourdough bread, pastas, brioche buns, ricotta cheese, butter. This restaurant's main focus is to make everything from scratch.
That's right. From Scratch is a 2-time award winner for the best burger and pizza of the state of Utah. They also have beef stroganoff, roasted beet salad, braised brisket, grilled salmon, and more. Heard enough about the food? How about the alcohol? How about the Scratch margarita and the Scratch seasonal beer? Everything from scratch.
Located at 62 East Gallivan Avenue in downtown Salt Lake, open 6 days a week, Monday through Thursday from 11 to 9, Friday from 11 to 10, Saturdays from 12 to 10.
For takeout and reservations, call 801-961-9000. That's 801-961-9000. Online orders at www.fromscratchslc.com. For more private events, email hlevino@netwasatch.com.
And remember, if you want fresh made meals, no one's better than From Scratch. Welcome back to the other side of the Beehive. It's your weekly boys.
Yeah!
Thank you so much. Thank you for hanging out with us. Shout out to everybody who got a hold of us and say, yo, this episode is awesome. And so it makes you think, well, what about the other 72 episodes
Right?
I produced before this?
You not listen to the other awesome ones? Just that one was awesome?
Coming straight out your face, episode 74.
Yeah!
Coming out straight out, right out of the oven.
Right out of the oven, huh?
Yeah.
Just put it right in.
That's how I roll. Dude, you know what? I was taking a shower today and I was thinking of you.
Oh, yes.
You know,
Was it a long shower or a short shower?
It was a short shower.
Of course it was.
Yeah, I had to shave, so I have to shower. Shave.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Anyway.
let it just go down the drain? The shavings? Like it's a pencil or something?
Dude, but if I shave every fucking week.
Oh, I guess it's stubble, huh? Oh, you got that.
Anyway.
To me, it'd be like a fucking pool. Like you're all trying to push it in like you just took a dump in the fucking...
You're gagging at it. It's like you bathe your fucking dog. You
have to get a coat hanger to push the
That's why you brush it first. Hey, how small does
Keep going.
is your dick?
Keep going.
How small does your how small you get your bar of soap get until you throw it away?
I take the sliver and add it to the next bar. So I waste none.
Fucking science, right?
Isn't that
there.
what you do?
No.
Oh, you just chuck it when you're to that point?
Well,
Or
by
do
the
you
time
just-
because
you rub it in until it's gone, it disappears?
Isn't it annoying how you're? Well,
I actually washed my ass with the small part and it just gone.
Yo, I wish it would fucking just disappear. But no, first of all, it splits in half.
Right. Yeah,
Then
it does. It does do that.
To put
Yeah.
those together.
Yeah.
And in the house, the people that I live with, they're a fan of just keeping the little pieces.
So they just keep the little. They
Yeah.
put a couple of them together until they make another bar of soap. And if you don't use the same soap, then you have multicolored soap, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get like what's like that?
It smells like a garbage disposal now.
It's like that fucking ice cream that has a bunch of flavors together.
Neapolitan. Oh fuck.
Hey, before we get ahead of ourselves, I have a JSYK. That's right, brother. This is a good one actually from 2 weeks ago. So obviously, you know, we have the beautiful Becca Hayes last week. Yes. So we didn't talk about this. The sexiest thing on radio right after DB.
Yes.
And it was, remember what I was telling you, that the guy from LMFAO was Diana Ross's son?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Apparently I was wrong.
Oh.
But that's why this is for. So his name is Red Foo.
Red Foo?
Red Foo.
Is he Asian?
So, no.
Oh.
So
Is that racist?
So
that's Red Foo Lee. That's right. Okay.
So his mom is not Diana Ross, but his dad is Berry Gordy.
I don't know who Berry Gordy is.
Yes, you will. He is nobody else but the founder of Motown.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That guy.
Yeah, that fucking guy.
That guy.
And the other guy who Sky Blue, the other guy in the fucking in the group,
I don't think we talked about
there's
that
two,
guy.
but there's two of them. But the other guy, but they're cousins. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
They're
okay.
Cousins.
Okay.
So, first of all, let's work on our names,
Okay.
right? You know what I mean? Red Foo.
Red Foo.
The fuck's
And
going
what's
on?
up? Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky and Red Foo. Huh?
Yeah.
I'll take the number 3, the Red Sky.
And can I get
Foo.
a side of? Can I get a side of Red Foo?
Red Foo.
But that's your.
Does that come with the wontons?
That's your JSYK for today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Bob O'Brien, by the way. He was like,
yeah.
hey, you fuckers, just so you know.
How often does he correct us? And again, I've said on here a million times, if you believe anything that comes from the audio or the video of this podcast, you're out of your fucking mind, first and foremost, right?
Yeah. But I mean, every time we get into wrestling, you know he's going to put his 2 cents.
That's why I stay out of that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I tiptoe around that one a little bit.
Just like, hey, by the way, wrestling, and Justin's like, well, I got nothing to do here. But anyway, how was your week, sexy? What did you hear about the last episode?
What did I hear about the episode? So I got a lot of feedback saying, hey, first and foremost, love the episode. Probably the best episode you guys did. And
You guys should quit and let her run it.
Yeah, it's like, boy, that was a really good episode. It's a good thing she was there to run the fucking episode for you. I'm like,
It's like,
okay.
hey, that was a good episode. Who are those 2 guys?
Yeah. They have the T-shirt and everything. They don't even know who the fuck we are.
Speaking of T-shirt,
Yeah, fucking boy, the Hov
the Hov.
sent us a picture from 10,000.
From the moon.
Yeah, basically the moon.
Yeah.
10,000 feet above elevation.
Yeah.
Given the bird. Probably shouldn't have posted it on Facebook.
Bro, we're both Mexicans. Why you gotta do that?
He's all gives us a bad name, man.
He's like, don't you fucking don't you hate when people do that? Like, I mean, I'm not busting.
No, I love that
balls.
guy.
We love that
But,
guy.
yeah.
But don't you hate that though when people's like, hey, let's get a photo.
Yeah, and there's always one guy back there who's all,
Somebody's
and you're all, well, I was going to put this in the family album, but I guess not anymore. It's you put it above your fireplace. There's one dude who's all,
Just one fucking guy.
my 5-year-old daughter, she's all,
There's a guy that we worked with.
we're at.
Company 1.
Oh, that's right.
Where I'm like, trails. Dude,
When we were working for the Thunder Down Under.
dude, I'm starting to get hot. I'm not liking this. But anyway, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Peace signs.
Cool. I roll the peace sign in the devil's horns. That's my MO, right?
I do the
Shocker.
the shock. The fucking, what was it? The Jeff Hardy.
The Jeff Hardy. I don't know. And that's one of the Hardy Boys, huh?
Yeah.
So I see. See?
See?
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's one of the bushwhackers, right?
Yeah. So this guy makes the peace sign,
Yeah.
but it's always like this.
Oh, that's crypt, right?
I don't know.
Was he a crypt?
I don't know.
Oh, I highly doubt it.
I know it's a foreman.
No, then no.
But he does this.
I wonder what this is. Or this.
No, that's exactly. So there's not even this. It's not this. It's not this. It's this. It's like, I'm like, yo.
Maybe he's really good at rock, paper, scissors. And instead of the
dude.
fast,
And
he's
he
like rock and
And he wins every time.
yeah.
I get
He's
you.
like, what was that? I was paper. I was like, no, I was fucking rock.
oh,
You can switch it real
that's
fast.
why.
He's a professional.
Dude, did you go to like science classes?
No.
From one week to the other? Because you're like fucking on fuego right now. That's fire, by the way.
Clearfield High.
Dude, when I used to talk to my boss from company 1. I used to say, dude, how did you get so smart? Because he was a smart kid. And he would say, Morgan High School.
With a lisp.
Yeah, dude.
And didn't say school. The school. SCHOO, and that's it.
Dude, speaking of Becca, last week I went to the liquor store and got her what she was drinking.
The liquor store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the guy that was at the cashier, the guy that
Rings you out.
the guy that rang me out. How do you say that? How I say it?
Yeah, checks you out. But not a ocular pat down. He runs the thing.
Yeah, which I was disappointed.
Yeah.
But he calls me to his cashier, and he goes, "Step right out!" Yo, he's like yelling,
Like he was a carny. Step right up.
yeah. He's like, "You're next, sir," and then he comes in, and obviously, I was buying White Claws for the first time in my life,
Okay.
and the guy, I swear, dude, the guy grabs the fucking box,
And shows everybody.
dude, raises it, and he goes, "You can't handle the claw," and I'm just like,
Oh, dude. And here you are buying bitch drinks, right?
yeah.
Right?
And I
Crazy white girl drinks.
Yeah.
And he's like, you can't handle the claw.
you can't handle the claw. But like he's doing, I'm like, dude, you
There's
were
a-
you just at a fucking like, what do you call those? The fuck that my sister-in-law does them all the time. The
Kegels?
no, the fair
FitCon.
when you dress up.
Oh, Comic-Con.
No,
Halloween. Burlesque.
something with fair. You dress up like fucking like Robin Hood era or whatever. You fight with swords and shit. Like they reenact.
Oh, yeah.
Science, not science fair.
I know what you're talking about.
Reminiscence fair or whatever the fuck it's
Renaissance
called.
fair.
Renaissance fair.
Yeah,
There
okay,
we
yeah,
go.
yeah. Anyway.
You were such dumbasses.
So,
At least I am.
So here he is calling you out. You can't handle the claw.
Yeah, dude,
And there's
like-
a lady behind you with a bottle of scotch. Says, this pussy.
With a fucking bottle of tequila. He's like, look at his bitch ass. I'm like, dude, I'm looking at him like, can you not? And he goes, it's gonna, and then he gives me my price. It's gonna be, whatever it is. It's gonna be this much. How would you like to pay? And I'm like, yo, are you mixing your jobs right now? What the fuck's going on?
Are you an announcer at the strip club? Dude, is there anything worse?
White Claw, stage
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
White Claw, stage
Brought to you
one.
by White Claw. After that, Sapphire. So is there anything worse than when you're buying something embarrassing because you know at the end of the day
Someone's like,
and they call you out on it, right? Or say like, I think the worst thing in the world would be for a woman to have to buy like vaginal creams or something like
yeah.
that. And a guy's like, or guy or gal or what else, feminine itch, huh? Ooh, how would you like to pay for this?
can I get a price check on Vagisil?
We know this doesn't go on your lips up above. This is not Carmex or douche. That'd be horrible.
Dude.
What would it be for a guy to buy something embarrassing?
Well, I told you like, a couple weeks ago, I wouldn't be able to buy condoms.
Right. What for a guy? That's probably it, right? Or buying drinks for your girl, right?
How about something like like some kind of a cream you have to put on your dong?
There is no cream for your dong. You get that in the mail. I don't think you buy that on the.
What about your butt? Can you just put?
Oh, hemorrhoid cream. Yeah, that would be another one.
I was gonna say icy hot, but you can use that for like, it's from my back.
You got them hemis, huh?
No,
And
it's
I'm
my
not
back.
talking about what's under your hood.
No, can you? It's from my back. It's from my back.
Yeah.
Speaking of back, dude, I fuck up my back
Yeah.
doing this stupidest thing. I wasn't carrying anything but a fucking shovel. That should tell you how big
Did
of
you
a
sneeze?
pussy I am.
Did you sneeze?
No, but
Because that's where I fuck my back
Dude,
up.
you know what I was doing? We exposed this pipe and then we buried it again with sand. And
Seems productive.
no, but listen, and so you know how you have to haunch the bottom of the pipe,
Yes.
so you turn your shovel around and you do this.
Yes.
I was in the trench. The loader just dumped the fucking sand, but the loader was still there.
Right.
So somehow I was doing it, but I was like crooked. I was holding a fucking shovel.
You getting old there, bud.
And then I just go, and I go, oh, Charlie horse. And I just fucking like stretched out the other way. 2 days.
2 days.
2 days of pain, dude.
Scissors day worth of pay. That's where you know, like, I gotta slow the fuck down, dude.
Isn't it sad, dude?
You could sit down wrong. You could, dude, I tell you, sneeze. Sometimes I'll sneeze or cough, and my back will just go to shit. It makes you realize how fucking fragile the human body really is if you don't take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're fucking fit by any means, but yeah, dude, it's that back pain is almost as bad as tooth pain. Tooth pain's the worst.
See, I never had that.
Well,
Although my teeth for some fucked up reason are getting a little pussies. They're being a little sensitive.
yeah.
So now I drink, and it's not even with hot. It's with cold. Like I drink a cold water, like at work, because you gotta hydrate.
Yeah.
And I just,
Really?
It just gives you that.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck is going on with
Cold
me,
is the worst. Hot never gets me. Either.
Good thing I'm taking over, not taking over. But good thing I'm podcasting because this is all I'm gonna end up doing.
Are you a psychopath where you bite the ice cream, or do you lick?
No, I
cream?
lick it.
Yeah. Have you seen people bite that shit? I'm like, what's wrong with you?
If you do that, fuck off.
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
What's the fucking hurry?
Do you have
by the way,
bodies in your basement?
what's the speaking of ice cream? Shout out to fucking not shout out. Fuck you guys.
Watch your mouth.
Cold Stone.
Yeah.
Your boy's been on the diet, and I go there, and I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat some fucking ice cream.
Oh, you didn't go to
And then
Weatherby's?
And then I go there. Well, it was Sunday, so they don't
Oh,
open
okay.
Sunday. Yeah, whatever. You know where we live.
Yeah.
So I go there and I say, hey, you get one of those white chocolate dipped waffles? And he goes, we don't have white chocolate. I'm like,
How do you not have white chocolate?
well, this is why I come for.
So, because you had it set in your mind, you were gonna go for the
Yeah,
white
because
chocolate.
you know exactly. You have a
Yeah.
picture of what you're getting,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you go and you're like, well, we don't have that. I'm like, well, why the fuck is this place even open?
So, what did you settle for?
Just a regular waffle.
You didn't even get the dark chocolate or the regular chocolate? Yeah, see, I'm not a regular chocolate. I say regular, but it's milk chocolate, right?
Yeah.
And then there's dark chocolate.
Yeah, fuck that.
You don't like that?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, I'm a white chocolate guy too.
Really? See, that's what I'm saying, though. But then I go there, I'm like, hey, can you? And then they have like sprinkles.
Sprinkles?
Yeah, the fucking chocolate has some sprinkles on the
Chocolate rice?
chocolate. And I'm
Chocolate
like,
rice?
fuck it. Yeah, dude. And then I go, oh, yeah, let's go for that. And then they're like, well, we don't have that. I'm like,
Oh,
what the fuck, dude?
Did you
Well,
ask
they
them,
don't-
why are you even open?
Well, they do have the sprinkles, but they put it in my ice cream. What I was talking about is the one they put on the white chocolate.
Oh, okay. So you were getting greedy at that point.
But if I'm getting paid for it, if I'm paying for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. It's tough to set your goals and know what you want, and then when you walk in, it ruins the whole thing for you. You're like, this isn't as good anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, it ruined it for
That's
me.
why every time I go, and by the way, why didn't we turn that camera around so we see ourselves?
That's a very good point.
It's for our production team. Yo, speaking of getting what you want,
Oh, yeah.
I finally went to get my tires put on my truck.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
So how long have I been bitching about your tires?
Basically the whole year.
Here's the funny part is every time I would walk into the studio and you'd be here, I'd walk up and put my little finger in the fucking tires. I'm like,
you pull up, you're like, oh, thank God he made it.
it's 78 degrees outside. I'm like, oh, thank God he made it. It's a good thing it wasn't snowing or raining.
So I go get my tires. The day before, actually it was the day of. I had a hair appointment, dread appointment, and all this shit. And I went to my guy, and I said, I'm finally buying these tires. And he goes, let's go for those ones. And he goes, those ones are kind of pricey. I'm like, yeah, but those are the ones that you and I talked about last time. So let's just do it.
Those are the ones I want. Those are the ones that I am set on, right? Those are the white chocolate dip tires that I want, right?
You're damn right. So he goes, oh, hell yeah. And I'm like, and he goes, what time are you going to be done? I'm like, I can be here like around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, we'll have him here. We'll get you all set up and you just be on your way. And I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I'll meet you here sometime in the afternoon. He goes, all right, cool. So I go do all my thing. I go to the place and the kid that works there, he's number one guy. It's just a kid. He talks to me all the time. He talks about the podcast.
He's like company one. It's just that's that on his tag. Number one guy. So, he don't tell you his real name, but
Yeah, I was like, what's the name? What's that number one kid? It says it right there.
beating off in trucks and
Yeah,
shit.
no shit. So he goes, I'm like, hey, did so-and-so talk to you? I'm like, no, why? And he goes, motherfucker.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, what's going on? So they took all the measurements, with the measurements of the tire. They go, okay, we'll get these tires, and then by the time you get here.
Right.
So apparently, they didn't find the exact width
Yeah.
of the tire.
There's a TH there.
Sorry, bro.
Just like north.
Just like north. Fuck you. and so he says, but we have this ones.
Right.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And he goes, yeah, they're not the exact size. And I said, so what if I don't like him? And he goes, well, then you will wait until next day and then we'll get the other ones. I'm like, well, there's no next day because it's Saturday. They don't open Sunday because once again, where we live. And so they go, I said, well, fuck it, we're here. And so the other kid goes, well, we have him here. Do you want to see him before we put him on?
Right.
I'm like, all right, cool. So I go and I see him. And I'm like, oh, those are fucking nice. Yeah, fucking just put him on.
Same tire, just not as wide,
A
right?
different, yeah.
Okay.
And I go, oh, those are, but I'm looking at the tire without the rim, not on the,
Just sitting on the floor. You're
not
like,
on-
there it is.
not on the truck. Exactly.
Right.
So they show me this tire and I was like, that's heavy D right there.
Right.
And Diesel Dave. I'm like, yeah, let's put those on.
So what size were you looking at? You were looking at like a 14 and a half.
I think it's 14 and a half or 15.
And they had 12 and a half,
And
right?
yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about right now.
So, so finally I go and sit down.
I'm heavy J, by the way.
So I go and I sit down and watch TV or play with the phone, whatever. They come out and I'm beating off. I'm just kidding. And they go,
You're
hey,
eating the free popcorn in the fucking...
by the way, I start passing out. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because I don't take naps. And then and then the kid goes, Angel, a couple times, Angel, and I'm like, huh? He goes, you're all set, ready to go. I'm like, right on, dude. I go in there, pay for the tires.
Oh, you fucked up.
Yo, a big chunk of money.
Oh, yeah.
A big. I mean, I'm not a numbers guy. I'll tell you later, but a big chunk.
I have a good idea what they cost.
And I go, all right, dude, see you, dude. Whatever, dude. Peace out, whatever. I come out and I look at my truck. I basically put
Low pros?
bicycle mountain tires on it.
Right.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, I don't want to be seen in my truck. It's that bad.
It's that bad?
Yeah. So I drove home. And the whole entire time I'm like,
You were
I'm
pissed
so
off. weren't
fucking
you? You were
pissed. Because
pissed.
I don't, that's like my weekend truck, if that.
Right.
So I'm going to be with those tires for the next 7 years.
Yeah, right? The life of the loan.
Only 2 more years.
Oh, okay.
And I said, I have a picture. I don't know if I should post it because you can't actually see it. You see how bad they are. By the way, look at my fucking phone. Looks like it's a Mexican phone, so it looks like he was involved in a drive-by. I dropped this from the fucking machine. He went to the floor, to the track, to the ground. But anyway,
Oh, man.
but I took it home. I walk in the house, and the wife knew that I was gonna do this, so she's like, "So,
Hi, honey.
She's
Hey,
all,
let me.
yeah.
Hi, honey.
Hey,
How's your tires? What's wrong?
I don't like him.
What do you mean you don't like them? They're the tires you wanted, right?
No, it's just the guy wasn't there, and apparently they couldn't find him, but they found these other ones. That when I saw him not put on, so I said yes to him, and they're fucking ugly.
Okay, so here's the turn, right? Ready?
Yeah.
Then why did you get them? Right?
No.
Oh, no?
She goes, well, what do you mean? Let me see. And I open the garage, and she sees him, and she's like, those are awful.
Oh, no. You know
Yeah.
what? It's one thing when you're pissed about it, but somebody else calls you out on it. It
goes-
just makes it even fucking worse.
She goes, those are awful. And I'm like,
all
I
you're
know.
asking is for a little bit of fucking encouragement. Oh, babe, those don't look bad at all. And she's like,
Look at that back tire.
Oh.
Look at that back tire.
well, at least you're legal now. You got a lift on that? Sure doesn't look like it anymore.
It looks like I got monocycle or unicycle fucking tires on
She's
it.
like, oh, that's real ugly. Make you not even want to drive it anymore, huh?
But you know what? The wife being the person she is, she's like, well, you have to go change them.
Right.
I'm like,
But you've already fucked up. You drove on them.
but I said, Well, I drove on. Now, meanwhile, I'm like a mile away from the store. Right. So it's not like, you know what I mean?
Was the sticker still on there?
Yeah.
The sticker was still on there.
Yeah.
Huh?
And so I said, I don't know if I can. Now, the owner it's good friends with Amy.
Oh, okay.
So she was like, well, I'll call.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, please?
He
goes, yeah, I'll call.
Because I was so embarrassed. I wouldn't drive it anymore.
Yo, the wife is like, I'll figure this out. Don't worry about it. You're going to have the tires you want. I'm like, okay. So then she calls and she goes, hey, what's up? And he goes, so I'm looking at the truck because he knew, but he didn't tell me. Oh. He told the other kid that they were not the exact size. So he goes, I guess, just bring it in tomorrow or bring it in on Monday and then we'll swap them. And the ones that I'm giving you are a little bit more expensive.
You just have to pay the difference, right?
Yeah. And she goes, no, actually, the ones that I want to give you are a little bit cheaper, but let's just call it even because I have to have guys put them on.
Oh, okay.
And Amy's like, fine. The whole entire day, I'm like, I can't wait to see my fucking tires.
Right.
And so they put the ones they have. And I'm like,
oh, so it looks better now?
Oh, yeah.
You're happy with them now?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, thank God.
See, me? I would have waited.
Yeah, but I'm not. It's just me, dude. I don't have I mean, when it comes to that kind of shit, I don't have a mean bone to fucking be like, hey.
Me neither, but I would tell them, well, that's not the size I asked for.
Yeah, but I already said yes, though. Because they showed me the tire,
right,
and I said, yeah, let's put him on. And then I see, and I'm like.
Yeah, but you should know that well, never mind.
Yeah, you know who you're talking to.
I forgot. I'm surprised you know what tires are, if I'm being honest with you.
I was looking for a square one, but didn't have it. Dude.
Hey, how much were those? Were those
come on,
a one in one of those?
No, it was more than that.
Oh, one in one of those? Yeah, I figured so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It's cool to have a nice big truck. You might as well have a sports car with those fucking like F-rated fucking or Z-rated fucking tires that go 500 miles an hour because truck tires are not cheap.
Yeah,
and the ones that are cheap are not the ones you want.
Yeah, especially the ones that in your truck, my truck, they're not cheap.
Yeah. I went and did those Diesel Brother tires on it because they had the cool logo on the fucking side of them. They had the size I wanted. You don't even want to know. This one and this, yeah, right.
That's for two of them.
Yeah.
Dude, and I just I mean, if the wife wouldn't have done that, I would be driving.
You'd just be stuck with them,
shitty fucking tires, dude.
Wow.
And I felt like,
hey, shout out to the wife.
Yeah, she's like, I'll fucking take care of it.
She had your back on that one.
By the way, I told her, after we did what I'm about to tell you, she said, are you going to talk about this on the podcast? And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. That's content.
Do you go through your life like, that's going on the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, and I write it down.
Yeah.
I got home yesterday. I was talking to one of our friends. You work with him. And I sat down there and I was puffing. She came out, had a cigarette. And as soon as I put my cigar out, she goes, hey, look at this. And you know how she's rocking a fucking fanny pack? She thinks she's Joe Rogan.
Right.
She pulls out our sexual lube.
Our sexual lube?
Not our, but my wife and I.
I was going to say, I don't recall the sexual lube.
Yeah, the one.
Please explain it to me.
The one with flavor.
Yeah.
She goes.
He.
She goes, hey, look what I got. I said we go in the garage and get shit done.
Next to your new tires? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Tell me. Here. Tell me more.
Tell me more. Dude, no, so anyway, I was fucking my wife in the garage and
oh, yeah.
Don't you? We worked with the guy from the gas company one time, and he says, "Hey, Angel," and he goes, "Never mind." And you know how that sticks in your fucking head. You go, "No, what?"
Yeah,
and he goes, "No, nothing." And I'm like, "No, just fucking tell me." And he turned around, and he goes, well, okay, you want to know? I was fucking my wife in the ass the other day. Is that what you want to know?
Yeah. Like, yes, of course.
Duh.
How would you shut me out of that conversation, for God's sakes? This is a need to know basis for.
But
God's
she was
sakes.
like, "Hey, you want to go in the garage?" I'm like,
So she likes this garage stuff, huh?
"Yeah, dude,
Spicing it up.
garage band,
Little garage band. Little
works on my laptop there,
little tossed salad garage edition.
garage music."
It's like the old EP Garage Days.
Yeah, dude. She took me out to Fun Town.
Oh,
And I'm like, hell yeah.
I like it.
And then it so happened that right where we ended up doing it, right in front of it, I have a mirror.
Where at? On the ceiling?
No, just
What is this? One of those fucking round mirrors that you can see around corners and shit?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, not one of those. But
That leather
well,
cap
let's
stuff,
fucking
bud.
not do that anymore. But yeah, dude, I just.
Excuse me, pleather.
By the way, now that we're saying that things that happen and you write it down,
Right.
I wrote about this. Check this out. I went with the wife to Chili's. Shout out to Chili's. You know I rock Chili's all the time.
Yeah, I know. Garbage food.
We
but
go
whatever.
we go there. I didn't say that, Chili's. We go there and they have separate sections, to do this, to do the 6 feet, whatever.
Okay.
So at the bar, we always sit at the bar. At the bar, there's 2 guys and then us. We're eating, which is like nothing out of the ordinary. This guy across the kitty corner from us goes, "All right, who's got this? Who's playing this song?" Like out of the blue. And I'm like,
It's like the guy,
anybody?
like the guy at their liquor store. It's like, hey,
You can't handle this
who's
song.
got this?
So he's like, "All right," and just like older guy. And he goes, "All right, who's got that? You want to take a shot of this? Who's playing the song?" And that's my shit.
Oh yeah,
That's my shit.
Yeah.
So I listen to the song, and right off the get-go, I gotta let this motherfucker know I'm not here to fuck around. Yeah, me and my fucking fajitas, we
you
mean
pulled
business.
the wallet chain up. Put your leg up.
We mean business. So I hear the song, and I'm like, "Oh, you mean more than a feeling?" I'm like, "Oh, let me see." And then I go, "Isn't it Boston?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "That's my man right there." And I'm like, "Yeah, I got you, bro."
He was looking for a little fucking 3-way action, is what that guy was looking for.
And then after that, he goes into like, "I've seen this guy's live and this and that. Have you guys seen this? Have you seen this guy's live?" And like another band, and we're like, "Well, no, I'm not in my 60s." But after I got out of the restaurant and I started thinking about this, I'm like, look at this punk ass think he's gonna fucking.
Shout out to Barry Goodrich, the guy who used to have the high voice in Boston. He's dead. Thank you very much. That's how much I know about Boston.
Shout out to. Oh, by the way, shout out to the devil went down to Georgia.
Okay,
What's the name of that guy?
Charlie
Daniels.
Daniels.
Yeah, he just passed away. Shout out to Rip. Yeah, we didn't. Hey, I guess the devil won on that one, huh?
No, well, devil always wins at the end. But anyway, Boston.
Anyway, Boston. So I go back in the car and I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, this fucking guy I think he's gonna fucking sell
me.
sell fucking bubble gum to fucking chiclets. You know what I mean?
Sell bubblegum to Joe Bazooka himself. Shout out to fucking Joe Bazooka.
So I go, wait, how awful would have been if he said this, and I go, yeah, I don't know. And because imagine this, I go, "Hey, anybody want to take anybody want to take a shot of this? Who's singing?" And everybody's like, "What the fuck is this guy talking to?"
Right.
And then someone's like, "Yeah, I don't know." And then I go, "It's Boston."
It's Boston. I've seen these guys live.
I seen this guy, and then people will be like, "Can I have a Dr. Pepper?" Like they just fucking go on with their lives. How awful would have been?
He took a chance. He took it, and I respect the guy.
Yeah.
For making conversation.
He was one of those.
What was he wearing?
He was one of those on the road truck drivers. They just go from state to state.
Cut off shirt.
Yeah.
Like
No.
fucking arms cut off. Do you have a camel hat?
No, but
Please
you did
tell
have a
me.
hat. You have a hat, and he had a
Bluetooth?
the
Yeah.
headset with the microphone.
Oh,
but he had it. But he had it up.
But he had it up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gangster right there. That's gangster right
That
there.
means miles, bro. So yeah, but
I like this guy.
I was just thinking. Yeah,
So did you guys get his number?
No, yeah, we Eiffel Tower my wife before he left. But I was just like, if I would have, and obviously it means a lot more because once again the wife is like, "Isn't that awesome? How he knows that he's Mexican?" And he's like, "Oh, really? Oh, that's cool." We go on with
Well,
that.
what did Mexican have to do with it?
Well, because first of all, it's not a band that is together still. I
Yes,
think
they are. Yeah,
the guy
they
just
are.
died.
Probably back in the fucking 80s, that guy died.
Oh,
Might
so
have
they
been the
just have another
70s.
one.
It's been a long time since Barry Goodrich passed away.
Did they pull the Journey one? The Journey move?
Well, they just replaced him, but Boston is still Boston. In fact, my old man saw Boston in Wendover. Oh, probably 4 or 5 years ago. I think.
Really?
Yeah. Boston's still around, man.
Aren't they the one to sing "Let Me On My Way"?
You bet your ass they are, dude.
That's a badass
Yeah,
song, dude.
that is a Boston to me hits a chord. So, growing up in Syracuse,
Yeah.
my dad would put the record on.
Ooh. Ah, dude.
You could hear it.
Good old
Right?
Rhino.
Carry on our way. And we would clean the house on Saturdays. So that music like strikes a chord with me.
Yeah.
I love Boston.
Boston's the shit.
That's good shit.
Shout out to the Patriots.
The Red Sox too. Wait, Patriots in New England.
Do you think Brady's gonna make it? I think he's done, dude. Because isn't that why the team makes it? Because it's a combination of a lot of people.
I
It's
don't
not
think-
one person.
I don't think with quarterbacks. The NFL is so competitive, and I'm not talking like I fucking know everything about the NFL. But the NFL is so competitive that if you've got a decent line and a good quarterback,
Yeah.
you're probably going to do pretty well. He'll be fine. I think he'll be
I
fine.
know he'll be fine.
Isn't
but
Gronk?
He's not gonna win.
Isn't Gronkowski fucking with Tampa Bay
he
too?
took him out of retirement. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sure they'll be fine.
Yeah, but they're not
Can they
gonna.
be any worse than they were last year?
But what I mean is like he's probably done winning rings because it was a combination of the whole team, the coach, him, the rest of the guys.
Yeah, but wasn't he like the playmaker? Like he would read the plays, read the defense.
Yeah, but you still need the same ability from the rest of the guys that are not the same ones. Am I right?
Yeah, but you got to throw the ball, right? You got to be able to read the defense and get the ball out, right?
Yeah, but they got to get the air out of the ball, right?
Yeah, probably. Who knows? Well, they have the same refs. I'm sure they'll be just fine, right?
Is it wrong that I'm scratching my nutsack and now we're on YouTube?
Well, it smells in here, but
Well, that was thanks to you.
I did queef, didn't I?
Dude, I was watching this show. Have you heard Dr. Paul?
Dr. Pole.
Yeah. He's a
Veterinarian.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
they have a fucking marathon of every single one of his fucking seasons, and it's one after the other.
Okay.
So the wife and I are eating that shit just like fucking ice cream
Eating it like
with fucking
Kobayashi's
white chocolate
eating
waffle ice cream. But it's
tires.
by the way, to me, that's the kind of veterinarian that I would have loved to be. Everything veterinarian, because it seems like when you go to the vet, you take your cat,
you say
your
that.
dog, and your guinea pig, and that's
Right.
it.
So, did you ever want to be a vet?
Oh yeah, when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I couldn't be a vet
Why?
because I would cry if I had to put any of the animals down.
That's a good segue. Let me fucking tag along with that. So he had a Great Dane
Oh man.
that he took over when she was a puppy,
Okay.
This thing, at the end of the day, had bone cancer.
Oh, fuck.
Now, before you even get sad, I'll let you know that that's what Jackson had.
Right.
Needless to say, Dr. Paul put his own dog down.
Oh,
like according to his son, he goes, he has put every single one of his dogs out down.
Oh.
He's done it. Talk about a waterfall from your fucking eyeballs, dude.
Right.
My wife and I were just sitting there.
Can't even eat this white chocolate ice cream anymore. Put it down. No, I got shit tires in the garage. Dogs are fucking dying. I didn't get no white chocolate. This is the worst day ever.
And then I slapped my wife on the way out of the fucking room.
Before you had sex in the garage.
Dude, we were just fucking bawling. Especially her, because she's like, I want another dog. I'm like, there's no way. But we're not doing that.
I'll watch TV and like, this is fucked up.
Ooh, can't wait.
If it's people that are dying, like on reality shows, and somebody loses a family member, I'm like, that's horrible.
Yeah.
If it's a dog or a fucking child, I'm done. I'm done, dude. If you watch the UFC when Poirier was fighting Dan Hooker, Dustin Poirier runs a foundation it's called fuck, I don't remember what it would make me sound like an asshole the fight or something like that. Anyway, he builds gives back to the community. So he had a kid who was dying, and his dying wish, this will fuck you up, dude. This kid's dying wish was to have a playground built for disabled kids. And Dustin Poirier took his foundation and he built this playground for these kids. And I'm watching this before the fights, mind you. So I'm gearing up to watch these fights. I'm sitting on the couch crying like a bitch. Bad enough that I had to turn away and fucking just curl up and just bawl, dude. I was never that way until I had kids. Never that way. But now kids fuck me up, dude. It's not funny. Why are you laughing?
The way you said it, kids fucked me up. Dude, can you imagine your daughter to like, look, man, that is a fucking pussy, man.
Look at this bitch right now. Their kids are all turning it off because they're embarrassed. Their friends might hear this.
Your daughters are like, Dad, get the fuck out of your bed, man. You suck.
All right, Nancy.
Fucking embarrassing, Daddy.
Let's go outside and puff on a cigar, you
Oh, that's staying. That's staying.
Anyway.
Hey, it's a mistake. Do you want me to tell you a story about my fucking daddy, dude? My original daddy?
Oh, I love these stories. These are my favorite stories.
He told me this, and I'm like, well, this is going on the podcast.
Did you tell him that at the time, though? Well, of course
By the
not.
way, he's like, hey, you know that thing you put on fucking on Instagram? You know, fucking, you just say so. Can you say it in Spanish? And I'm like, well, no, Dad. I'm like, nobody fucking listens to us. Well, you know, like my family.
Could you imagine?
Actually, my family.
We do a whole episode where you just speak to me in Spanish and I just try and guess whatever we're talking about. Dude, that would be gold.
Yeah, we can try it.
Okay.
That'll be fucking sexual. My dad texted me out of the blue one day, and he goes, "Hey, call me when you have a chance." Now,
I hate that.
now he's done this, and what he meant was
Call me as soon as you can.
no, what he means is like, I need help.
Oh.
You know what I mean? That kind of help. Which is fine. It's not something that he does every week.
Right.
You know? He's done it a couple times. So when he says, "Hey, call me back when you have a chance. I need to ask you something." Then he goes, "Nothing bad. Nothing bad, but I need to ask you about some dates." And
What
I'm
a
like,
chit chat there, bud.
I'm like, about some fucking dates. I'm like, first of all, I've been talking about maybe going to Mexico.
Right.
How the fuck do you know dates?
Right.
You know? And I go,
So does he understand English at all?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. When I do the stories, he's
Right,
like,
right.
I mean, all I understand is good morning, and then that's it. I don't know what else you say. I'm like, well, fuck that. Anyway, so I go, okay, well, let me get off of work, and then I'll give you a call. And he goes, all right, dude. 3 fucking days go by, and I remember, and I don't know where I was, and I say, God damn it, I didn't call my dad. I need to call him. Once I get done with this, I'm gonna call him. Another 2 fucking days go by.
So, total of 5?
Yeah. And so I was in the house puffing, and he texted me. Now, if you read it in his voice, it's like he's kind of getting a little annoyed. Hey, don't worry about it. I figured it out.
It's getting cold under this bridge. I haven't eaten in 4 days.
I had to sell my blanket to eat. So he goes. He texted me and he's kind of acting a little bitchy now. He's like, "Hey, don't worry about it. I figured it out. But yeah, we're good. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. But yeah, just
remember that."
So I go, Jesus.
So I figured it out. Chiquita La Vergas, how do you say strangers and fucking...
So I called him right away and I'm like, God damn it. Now, the fucking excuse that your boy gives him is like, sorry, Dad, it's just, this... You want to hear how fucking of a piece of shit I am? Listen, this is what I go. Oh, sorry, Dad. This fucking COVID-19, like, all of a sudden exploded or like again, and now we're like, I don't even know if I want to work or not. And he's like, no, I get it. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, like I said, he just retired. So when you went to get his retirement shit, he needed a history of every single job that he's been in, which I came to find out before I was born. He worked for the power company. And then then he quit being a fucking dodo. Shouldn't have done that. and so I talked to him and he goes, well, here's what happened. I couldn't prove 3 years of work.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he goes, and I was actually asking you to see if you can help me.
Remember?
But dude, no, watch this. So he goes, I just couldn't figure it out. Like I knew that I worked for the power company for 3 years, but there was no way I could tell him and prove that I did. And I was just wanting to see if you can help me. And I'm like, how am I going to help you? And he goes, well, I think I worked there from 77 to 80. And I go, Dad, I was born in 82. How in the fuck am I supposed to help you? And you know what he said? He says, well, I wanted you to talk to your mom. Because by then I was dating your mom and we were just like, seeing each other and we're going here and there. And I'm like, Dad, even if my mom in his right state of mind goes, oh yeah, he did. How the fuck are you gonna prove these people? Well, you want my mom to call in for you?
Hello?
And I'm telling my mom is like, what the fuck is wrong with your dad? I'm like, I don't know. But I'm like, I don't even know how to help him.
Hello?
Mom.
No.
Oh, you want to be my dad?
No. I want you to be the guy who he's calling to verify fucking employment.
Okay, let's do it. Let me get some fucking bravery in me.
I fucking love this.
Dude, how in the fuck is that even... I'm like, Dad, you want me to tell you? He was like, yeah, I think it was from 77 to 80. I know it was 3 years. I'm like, Dad, I was born in 82.
He could probably tell you the car he was driving, the clothes he was wearing, but he couldn't tell you where he was fucking working.
But no, his problem was that he knew that he worked,
right?
But he had no way to show them that he did. So that's when I came and talked to him and I said, so what do you expect what do you expect me to do? Talk to my mom? Okay, what do you expect my mom to do? My mom might be able to say, oh yeah, he did. And then I call you back and he goes, Dad, you did. That's not going to help you in any way, shape, or form.
Where is he trying to get a job? To the goddamn government where they're like, we need to know where you were at in 77 and 78 for God's sake.
No, I think it was for his retirement. and his pension.
that
So he
makes-
had to prove.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So he had to prove how long he's been working.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, even though they basically didn't recognize 3 years of work, he came out with he's gonna come out with a good check every month.
Oh, nice.
Which is good. It feels good to know that he basically took care of himself, and then he's got his pension, then he's got his retirement, and then he's gonna be okay.
Nice.
And also
Nice.
he's like, yo, he says, they gave me my first check, and I'm like, okay. And he goes, I went and fixed my little car, and I put this chip on it, and I put the fucking rims, and I painted it. I'm like, you know what, Dad? I'm like,
I'm proud of you.
it's your time now.
Yeah.
Now's your time to fucking. But I just hope that he doesn't fucking let my
You just,
Mexican siblings.
I hope that he doesn't enjoy the smell of cocaine at the end of the day.
He comes in and got fucking residue in his nose. Where's your mom?
Where's your mom? Oh, those are my favorite.
Dude, I was like, Dad, how in the fuck am I supposed to help you? I just want to talk to your mom. I'm like, yeah, but even if my mom says, yeah, he did, how is that going to put money in your pocket?
I can't take it.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
fuck.
I don't even want to tell him that I'm planning on going because he will fucking flip. And then every time I call him from now until then, he'll be like, you coming? Still coming? And I don't even, am I able to get out of the country? I keep hearing yes.
I think. Wow, that's a good question.
My mom's. Here's another thing, because I was telling him that because my mom is going in August. My mom is going next month, and I was telling my dad about this, and he's like, "Well, the airports are closed, so just tell her to stay. Why would she come?" And I'm like, "Well, it's my her mom's 80th birthday,
right.
and obviously her health is kind of like deteriorating, so she wants to go and hang out with her." He goes, okay, yeah, but things are bad here and this and that. I'm like, okay, well then I guess I'll just talk to my mom about it. My mom has one of her best friends works at the U.S. Embassy down in my hometown.
Oh, okay.
And she goes, well, no, there's international flights going in and out.
Huh, so it must be open
every
now, huh?
fucking day.
I heard that it was closed. I mean, we're talking months ago. Everything
Yeah.
was closed, right? It's got to be open now, right?
A friend of mine told me that he had a friend who planned on going to Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico says, nope, we're done getting people in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they close, they cancel. But I'm like, fuck it, dude, just fucking. But I'm talking about if I go, if I end up going, October. But I'm actually pushing towards make it happen.
Oh, okay.
But
Hey, I know you do this all the time. You ready to carry the show for a minute while I pee out of my big dong?
yeah, I'm gonna have to. Unless maybe I could just edit it. How was your piss, dude?
Revigorating. My God.
Is that fucking light over there still fucking?
I only turned the one on, so there's two in there. I only turned the one on. What was that? Sound like somebody dropped a fucking
Wait,
box.
sounds like my butt just burped.
Isn't that what it is, though?
Basically.
Just releasing air, right?
Yeah.
What if your wiener burped?
Dude, pussies burp?
What the hell?
We're getting the short end of
ripped
the
off.
stick.
Could you imagine if, like, you're hanging out, it's all... It sounded like a piccolo. Wouldn't that be great?
That'd be fucking awesome.
Oh, I wonder what it would smell like.
What if there was a way that like it had air, and then you get a boner, and like the air bubble like sticks to one side of your shaft. So it's like,
You can push it out. I wonder if it'd be like
massaging it.
I wonder if it'd be like a balloon. It's all flop up and down. Or if it did it when you were peeing.
What if it did it? what if the way the air came out of your ding dong was like the fucking car dealer's fucking
That's exactly what I was looking for. Oh, that's fucking great.
Holy fucking shit. Dude, I came up with another fucking word. You know how I came up with podmunity? I came up with you know how you and I we started to take up on cigars.
Yes.
We're cigar gangsters.
Yeah.
We're gangsters.
The gangsters. I like that. We should get jackets for our Harleys and gangsters.
Well, we should get one first.
Okay, well.
Dude.
We'll think about it though.
I'm not, you know, after all the shit that I've been talking with this fucking chain, sometimes I want to sell my bike.
Really?
Because I don't ride it. And here's the thing.
Yeah, but it's paid for, right?
Yeah.
Then keep it.
Shout out to fucking Eric Iman. Sent me a text today. And he goes, hey, we're going to ride to Logan tomorrow in case you want to. And I just sent him a gift going like,
nah, I'm good.
But it's just like, I enjoy it more when I'm alone because nobody has an expectation of me. And once again, me talking about riding my motorcycle, it's basically like I just took off my fucking training wheels off. You know what I mean? So it's not like, oh, I fucking put this many miles and fucking riding for years. That's all a joke. I'm still insecure when I do it. Therefore, when I do it with my friends, I know that they go out together.
Right.
You know? And so they're starting to get to know each other. So,
do you get nervous riding in clusters of bikes? Is that what it is? Or are you worried about keeping up with everybody?
I'm worried about keeping up.
Why?
I don't know.
You'll get there.
I know. But it's like, and I even mentioned it to the wife today. I said, should I get rid of my bike? And she goes, no.
Yeah, it's paid for.
But I said, here's the thing. Every single time that I say in my head, I think, I want to take my bike. Like today, I swear I got off early from work and I said, I'm just going to ride my bike.
I would ride it everywhere. I would ride it everywhere.
I said, I want to ride my bike to fucking... And I come up with an excuse for me not to do it.
Like what?
So I go, oh, fuck, dude, getting on a fucking bike right now, by the time I get to it's going to be, the fucking traffic is fucking insane. And then I got to get my fucking backpack. I'm like, stupid fucking angel. There's a reason why I put bags in the motorcycle.
Right.
So I can put my backpack there.
Right.
But no, in my head, I'm like, I don't really want to fucking deal with my fucking backpack and this and that. And then I'm drinking. Even though by the time we leave, none of us is drunk.
Right.
But we never get drunk.
No.
It's only on your birthday. But I don't know. I refuse to. You know, I'm to the point, and they're about to find out. I don't want to ride with my friends anymore.
That's the only reason to go.
Right?
Because you don't have a seat in the back, right?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I put it there for some skanks. Well, the wife doesn't want. And you know what? The
Some scooter trash.
A couple times ago, the wife was like, "Hey, let's do this. Let's jump on your bike and go." And I'm like, "Nah." She goes, "I thought that's what you wanted." And I'm like,
Back before I had to adult and
Yeah.
buy a house, when I had a bike, I rode it everywhere. When I was driving to Company One in the mornings before I got a work truck, I rode it every day. I loved it.
"Was that your motorcycle?
Mm-hmm.
Inside of the office? Or no?
It was outside.
Oh,
It wasn't,
well,
it
somebody.
wasn't that valuable.
Somebody-
Company One.
Speaking of that, you know, you just mentioned houses. I've been looking to buy a house.
Yeah,
Isn't
but
that
it's just so ridiculous.
Isn't that
right now.
stupid?
So ridiculous right now.
I still want to get out of the WV though.
WVC. You know what? You look at house prices and you're like, I can't believe what my house is worth. But then you're like,
Look at the
I gotta
house that you
sell
want.
it. But the house that I want is even more ridiculous. So it doesn't make sense right now.
But doesn't that put like, since you make, because of what we're living right now, you make a good chunk out of the equity of your house, for example, like mine, and then I can take that money and put it for a down payment.
Yeah, but 10 years ago, they're like, yeah, $10,000 would get you into a decent home. $100,000 gets you into an okay home now. That's how much prices have gone up.
And if Would you always stay in Layton?
I live in Bountiful.
Bountiful, sorry.
I don't know.
You're a northern guy, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I'm
Whatever you will be, you'll be up north.
Yeah. Well, might all have to change because I have to drive to Draper every day now.
Yeah.
So that's quite a trek. So I don't think I would go any farther north than Bountiful, Centerville area. You never know, though. The houses get cheaper as the farther north you go. And you go into Salt Lake, and then you go into the South Valley, and shit just gets more expensive.
A buddy of mine keeps telling me to go up to Grantsville, down to Grantsville.
Yeah, but
the houses are huge.
Houses are huge.
They're a good price.
But the mosquitoes will carry you off.
Yeah. See, it's like, to me, I'm like,
And what do you need to live out west for? Do you have horses?
no, that's the thing, I don't. But see, that's the thing. The wife is like, oh, now that we're watching fucking Dr. Pole, she's like, oh my God.
I want a pony.
I want a donkey. I'm like,
a
I mean,
donkey,
you can
huh?
barely. Oh no, dude, she wants donkeys, goats. She wants it all. And I'm like,
Think she could take it all.
oh, talk to your next husband about this. I don't fucking talk to me. I can deal with the fucking pigeon.
Other than a chicken, what do? What good purpose? Now I'm going to catch some shit for this.
Yeah.
But what?
'Cause you're a farmer.
What purpose? Well, I grew up
You
on a
used to
farm.
be.
You're talking to a dude that was raised on a farm. Now, did we have farm animals? No, but I lived on a farm. But what purpose do those animals serve, other than to feed the motherfucker every day? I guess you could ride a horse. I get that. People like to go out and about and get on a horse and then go in the bushes and fuck it or whatever.
Do you remember Jim from Company One?
Yes. I seen him the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
He had, when I went
He had all the horses.
when I went and rode his horses and I was talking to him about this, he said, I have 12 horses.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why? And he goes, just because I love them. Like, he had, like, the first time we went, it was the wife, me, and all 3 kids. And he put us on 5 different horses, plus the one he was riding and the one his wife was riding, or
Right.
girlfriend back then.
Right.
And all I can think of is, what about the other ones? And he would tell me, just come and exercise them because I can't do it. And then in my head, I'm like, but then why having so many?
Right. Right. So you can feed them.
And then he goes, well, it's just because I love it. Like, yeah, but at the end, he had to get rid of them because he's like, well, I'm paying for feed and
Right.
they're just shitting.
If you had enough money to have a hobby where you could collect something like that, what would it be that you would collect?
What do you mean collect, though?
So if you had enough money, obviously you have a dope house, right?
Yeah.
But if you had enough money to go buy items that you want, what would those items be? Because I know what I would buy.
What?
Cars. But I'm a gearhead.
Yeah.
Cars, motorcycles.
Would you buy fixer-uppers or you buy nice cars?
I would buy a little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both. I would have the exotic whatevers that I want, but I would also have old stuff that reminds me of, past times and whatever. Not. I would have a little bit of everything, but that's what I would have. I would have a car collection like a motherfucker. What about you?
It's funny. It's funny you say that because I thought about, just like I just told you, I would like to, sometimes I think about getting rid of my bike.
All right.
Sometimes I want to buy another one.
Yeah, of course.
But keep the one I have. Because here's the thing. I got rid of my first drum set I ever bought, and I regret it until this day.
Right. So you would buy drum sets? A whole bunch of cool drum sets?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I do, we talked about this before, I would like to have a YouTube channel when I play covers.
Right.
And on some of the YouTube channels that I watch, the guys have different drum sets in their
Different
house.
setups,
Or
right.
even if there's a guy that I follow, Eric Moore. Shout out to Eric Moore. He plays for Suicidal Tendencies.
Yeah.
He is a bad motherfucker.
Right.
And he plays in a fucking room that has barely enough space for his drum set because everything else in his room is a fucking drum set, on top of each other. So it's like drum set, like he's surrounded by his own drums.
Right.
And he just plays with one.
That's what he does for a living.
Yeah.
So I always wondered this. You can buy like signature guitars from famous guitar players. There's like the Kirk Hammett, or there's, the Kerry King from Slayer or whatever. Is there signature drum sets? There's not?
I mean, as far as I know, like, you can, like me, for example, with Alex Gonzalez, my hero, I can buy a drum set
build his drum set, right?
that is his size,
Right.
his size racks, toms, and but it's not gonna have his design. Like, nobody makes his design.
I was thinking like a Danny Carey setup.
Yeah, you can,
to where
you can
his
find,
drums, his heads, his cymbals, and
like, you
set
can,
it up.
yeah, like you can Google his sizes of cymbals
Right,
and brands and
right.
shit, and you can actually build it up. Like, that's basically what I've done with mine. But to get, like, if I was gonna get, I want to buy me Neil Peart's drum set,
Right.
like a replica of it, you can't. Unless you really fucking spend the money, but it's not like
Right.
go to Guitar Center and be like, hey, can I get a
I need the Neil Peart
can I
edition.
get the Neil
No.
Peart? We're like, what the fuck?
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you can
why is that?
you can totally go buy your favorite guitarists. If they're big enough guitarists, they've had their own signature
I think
guitar.
that's
that you can go-
as far as you go on that. I think it's drumsticks. You can buy everybody's drumsticks. Like Eric Moore has
Yeah,
drumsticks.
but everybody has their
Yeah.
own drumsticks. My buddy from Brazil,
Oh yeah.
he's sponsored by Head.
Okay.
He has his own drumsticks. Should have him on the podcast. He's coming to the States here soon.
Is he?
Yeah, shout out to Enrique Pucci.
That'll be nice to have him.
Yeah,
You should fucking.
he's an English teacher in Brazil. Plus, he owns a studio and then tours with he's with 100 bands.
Yeah.
So.
Well, last time you brought it up to my attention, he was playing for the
They were opening for Disturbed, right? Neutral, I think, is his band he's playing with now.
Okay.
But I've known him since we were
Too heavy for me,
14.
but I do
But he's
appreciate.
an
But
outstanding
but I do
drummer.
appreciate a good drummer.
Right. Huh. Very
But
interesting.
I don't. Oh, speaking of, yeah, but I want to play, dude, but I don't have time. I really don't.
You got a lot going on there, huh,
Yeah.
bud? This takes up quite a bit of time, doesn't it? I'm sorry, dude. I wish I could help you out more.
I'm not even complaining about this because I'm loving every single minute of it.
Right.
The problem is, like, I wish I didn't have to work
To do this.
so I can do this all day long.
Right.
If this was my job, to just like pull clips here and there of podcasts and like that would be like, oh yeah, I can do this for a living because I'm liking it that much.
Right.
But if you're talking about like the clip that we did with Becca,
Outstanding, by the
yeah.
way.
Thanks, dude. Shout out
Outstanding.
to the fucking to Becca Hayes, the good girl.
In the O shot.
Yeah. I told the wife, says, you need to get that. She's like, me? No. I'm like, bitch. I'm like, okay.
What if that helps chicks squirt?
Well, then she's definitely getting it.
We need to make a pause so I can make a call.
Dude, what if?
What is the fascination with that?
I don't know.
Chicks to squirt.
Dude, I was listening to Joe Rogan with Hannibal.
Yeah. I haven't got all the way through it yet.
I haven't either. And he goes, oh, they were talking about weird shit that people are into. People are into getting their balls kicked and stepped on or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Rogan goes, oh my God. And he like lowers his hand and goes, I love him to death. He says, but Jim Norton, he's into chicks pissing on him.
I know you joke about it all the time. It's a funny deal, but what drives you to that? To where that is like your end game? Like, I would love a chick to piss on me. And I have seen, I didn't enjoy, I didn't shut it off though. But I've watched
Shitting.
chicks where guys will piss in their mouth. And I do not get that. I don't understand that whole thing.
Well,
Thank you so much for joining us.
first things first. That's not gonna kill you, am I right?
It's sterile. They say you could drink your own piss if you had to
Well, my buddy Chip, shout out to Chip, veteran. He's like, I've done it.
to survive.
Yeah. But like when you see it naked and afraid, they like boil it or whatever.
I've never seen anybody drink their own piss on Naked and Afraid.
No, Bear Grylls. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah. You're
So
right.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, they pissed on a rag, and then they, what do you do when you do
Wring
this?
it out?
Wring it out. So it's kind of like filtered, and then they put that water into a plastic bag, and then you hang it from your backpack, so
And
it
then
gets
you get, yeah,
so
yeah,
it gets
yeah.
cooked by the sun all day long,
And then you drink the
and then you
condensation
Yeah.
on, yeah, that's right. I had
and then
seen
you
that. That's
suck
right.
each other off.
And then you suck yourself off because you're all alone.
But I because I've seen those too when they're pissing in the mouth. I'm like, that's
right?
not
You're
bad, is it? No, I don't mean bad as in you can piss on my face. No, I'm saying that's not bad. Like if you drink it, it's not right.
I don't think so. A lot of them like go "Ow," and like shoot it out their mouth. Do you like that noise? A lot of them would just let it go out. I don't think I've ever watched one where they've like ingested the urine.
Yeah.
But my question is, what gets you to that point, and what's next? Because those ones I have not seen yet. the next chapter of the fucking what is
You're not searching right, bro.
the 50 Shades of Grey has now become 50 Shades of Brown.
What is I mean, what, pissing? It's just that, look, if I was banging a hot chick and she's like, I'm into pissing people, or piss on me, I'd be like, oh, okay. And I'll piss on her.
What?
But like, what's the next step? Shit? And then I'd be like, well, no.
You know what? Here's
Like, I can't bang you with the smell.
here's where I go. First off, I look at the environment and I think, well, I hope there's no carpet down there because that's going to be a motherfucker to clean up, or a bed or sheets or whatever.
Dude, my wife will back me up on this. I don't think, like, if everything was gonna happen like it happens in the movies, for example, when you get to hook up with someone, I can't be like, all right, let's fuck. Because the first thing I would say is, are you clean?
Of course.
Like the wife is like, hey, let's do this in the garage. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not clean. She goes,
Oh, I was thinking
Like-
about diseases.
no, I'm thinking about like, when was the last time you shit?
Scrub your. Oh, okay. I was talking about scrubbing your ding dong or your
No,
undercarriage, making sure that was clean.
well, that's. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when how long has it been since you shower?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like so many fucking times, the wife is like, all right, let's get this fucking rodeo on the road. And I'm like, when was the last time you showered?
Don't-
And she's like, yeah, she's all, why do you give a fuck? I'm like, it's just, you know what I mean?
Oh, you've been hanging out with me too long, there, bud.
But I mean, even me. Like, I mean, like I said, she was just like, hey, let's get it done in the garage. I'm like, yeah, but I just came from work. And she goes, well, I don't care. And I'm like, ew.
Can you explain? Can you explain the smell of ball sweat?
Ooh, the smell.
Can't you smell that smell? Doom, doom, doom. Can you explain the smell of ball sweat? Now,
It smells like a sweaty French poodle. You know, when you let it out on the road.
French poodle.
Yeah, and like, because you know how he
Does
has
your
that.
balls smell like a wet dog?
Because you know how French poodle has like that thick ass hair and it's all curly as fuck. So the transpiration won't go through his hair because it's so thick. But when you grab, like if you grab a fucking French poodle that has been running on the park, I can't believe how deep I'm going on this. But when you do that and then like you grab him and you start scratching it, and then you go like this. Dude,
I don't think I've ever scratched a French poodle and sniffed my fingers and thought, ball sweat.
Smart. Yo, I was actually gonna ask you this. Do you, because I know how you are with people, but can you go to someone else's house and pet a dog? Pet a dog, a cat, a pet?
Here's my thing.
Or are you like,
So I'm kind of like the. So if it's a short-haired dog, I don't have a problem with it. If it's one of them big furry long-haired dogs, I try just kind of put my hands in my pocket and kind of
I see.
kind of push it away, like, oh, that's a cute dog and everything. Yeah, I don't. If I do pet the dog, I will make an excuse to go to the bathroom and wash my hands. Yeah, absolutely.
Huh.
Some people wash their dog on a regular basis.
Let me call you out on this.
Uh-oh.
You keep saying, oh, fuck you, you're going to Mexico, you're not taking me. Are you, first of all, you and I will go to my hometown.
I told you I would go with you.
But here's the thing. You need to let me know what I'm dealing with.
No, you need to let me know what I'm dealing with, apparently.
Because if you want to go through the whole experience, then I'm going to be like, okay, but then I'm going to take you to places. But if you can't deal with things.
Of course I can. You get enough liquor in me throughout the day.
Yeah,
I
but I'm
hug
like
people.
I know. But
You know that. Now, when we wake up, let's set my environment up for me so I'm not fucking disappointed, right?
when you wake up, that's what I'm going to do. When you wake up, I'll just put like a bunch of Purell fucking bottles right next to you. What are we doing tonight? No, but I'm serious because I was thinking about this and I'm like, I really want to go with Justin. And because
record a podcast.
Because
dude, in your hometown,
dude, not only that, but
take the little interface with us.
Not only that, but so here's the thing: my grandma's house has a pool. Now I know. Oh wait, they don't fill it up until we go, because my grandma lives in her house and she's about to turn 80. It's not like she's swimming every day, so she's like, oh, when the grandkids show up, which is like every once in a while, they'll fill it up and they go play.
Then I would go. Then I would.
That's what I'm saying?
Yeah, then I would. Yeah, I would be okay with that. Because I will do the pools.
Yeah.
If a pool's at somebody's house.
Would you go in the ocean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. If the pool's at somebody's house, I don't have a problem with it.
It's public
if the
pools.
pool. So, exactly.
No, it's public.
Yeah, it's public pools because you don't know. Enough said. You just don't know.
Yeah.
But if it's something that there's a family, I know the people, or I have a good relationship with the people that are involved in those people, I don't have a problem with it. It's the public that freaks me out.
Okay. I think we should make it happen.
Let's go.
I'm telling you, we should.
I told you I would go. October, you said? Mm-hmm. You tell me when.
Yeah, imagine this while we record. Yo, so we can do this at my grandma's house. Like let's just say we're gonna do a podcast. We can do it at my grandma's house. We can even record outside by the pool, or she has a pool house that is built as a bar.
Oh yeah. How is grandma a pastor and has a bar?
Well, she bought it like that's not like I'm gonna build my bar here.
We will drink the body of Christ or whatever we do there,
and then we drink the warm from the mezcal.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you ready to get out of here, there, brother?
Yeah, let's fucking get the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, guys. Don't forget to follow The Other Side of the Beehive Pod on Instagram, The Other Side of the Beehive Podcast on Facebook, The Other Side of the Beehive on YouTube.
Subscribe, please, to the YouTube channel.
If you have a Beehive shirt, take a picture with it, wherever you're at,
or a sticker,
and tag us, tag the show, tag Justin or me or your mom or your dog.
Just not a French poodle.
Yeah, just not a French poodle. Don't scratch him.
Don't scratch him. Sniff your fingers.
You want to smell how I smell down there after a whole day of fucking work? Scratch a poodle.
I didn't get to it. I almost have when I really sweat on my crotch, I have a vinegary smell to it.
A little salty, huh?
Yeah, a little bit if I really been working at it.
Oh, fuck, dude. I'll get to know you. Every fucking episode, I get to know you a little better, brother. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Tell the people the last thing you ate.
the last thing I ate,
Yeah.
some shitty ass 7-Eleven taquitos because it was the only time I had to break away at work, and they were god awful, and I still ate them, and I can feel them in my gut now.
By the way,
It's bad.
never mind.
You thought I pissed earlier? I shit everywhere.
Anyway, thank you so much, guys. We'll see you on the other side of the Beehive.
Peace.